Welcome to this exciting video where we reveal the top 2 most valuable presidential $1 coins ever discovered. These modern golden dollars may seem common, but a few rare minting mistakes and special varieties have turned certain pieces into highly sought-after treasures worth hundreds, and sometimes even thousands, of dollars. Let's get started. First up, the President $1 coin honoring the years 1829 to 1837, carrying a visible D mint mark and showing the rich tones of natural, circulated condition. Whether this is a commemorative issue or a collector's piece inspired by that historic era, it carries its own charm, presence, and story. Welcome as we dive into this coin's design, surfaces, colors, and the historical era it represents. From the worn details to the symbolism pressed into its metal, this circulated dollar has a journey worth sharing. Welcome to a detailed look at a coin that reflects both artistry and the remembrance of an early 19th century presidency. Though it may no longer shine like it once did, its character has only grown through circulation. This coin features a portrait of the president associated with the years 1829 to 1837, a period in American history marked by major political and economic change. Even in circulated condition, the portrait retains enough clarity to appreciate its craftsmanship. The obverse design often softens with wear, especially around the hair, cheek, and forehead, but these gentle touches of time give the coin its personality and charm. Above the portrait, the inscriptions may appear less sharp but still readable. The mottos and lettering capture the significance of the presidency being honored. Below the portrait sits the date range 1829 to 1837, marking the years of leadership the coin represents. Time and circulation often round off the edges of these numbers, giving them a smooth, aged appearance. To the side of the design, the D Mint mark indicates production at the Denver Mint. Even through circulation wear, the small letter remains a meaningful detail for collectors. The circulated color of the coin shows natural aging, tones of deep bronze, lighter highlights from worn surfaces, and darker patches where oils and environment have left their imprint. Light reflects differently across a circulated coin, revealing subtle ridges, smoothed areas, and gentle character lines that tell the story of years of handling. The reverse of the coin includes patriotic designs typical of themed presidential dollars, possibly an eagle, shield, or symbolic motifs depending on the specific issue. Even in worn condition, the essence of the imagery remains clear. Lettering around the reverse, including United States of America and the denomination $1, may show smoothing but still conveys the authority and identity of the coin. Circulation marks such as scratches, small dents, and thin where lines become part of the coin's natural identity. Rather than flaws, they serve as a record of its experience. The edge of the coin, whether plain, lettered, or reeded depending on the issue, often reveals the most noticeable wear. Years of contact soften what was once crisp. This coin's circulated condition highlights how metal responds over time. Oxidation, friction, pocket wear, and environmental exposure create a textured, lived-in look. Holding the coin, you can feel the softened surfaces where the highest points have been worn down, creating a smoothness that only years of use can produce. The portrait still conveys dignity and presence, even if some of the finer details have faded. Circulation has not removed the essence of the design. Many collectors appreciate circulated coins for their authenticity. Unlike untouched specimens, circulated pieces show genuine interaction with the world. The 1829 to 1837 era was marked by political shifts, expanding territory, and evolving American identity. A coin representing that period pays tribute to an important chapter in history. Even though the coin itself is from a modern minting program, it symbolizes an earlier time and preserves the memory of that presidency in metal. The slightly darkened tone of the coin is a natural result of environmental exposure, a blend of age, touch, and time shaping its appearance. Circulated coins often have warm highlights where raised surfaces have been polished by years of handling. This gives contrast to the deeper tones in recessed areas. As you examine the reverse side, the central image, whether symbolic or historical, remains recognizable despite being softened by circulation. The edges of the letters often blur from friction, but the overall message and identity of the coin stay intact, preserving its educational and commemorative value. Each mark and blemish on the surface of the coin tells part of its long journey. These stories remain visible even after decades of circulation. The D Mint mark adds collectible interest, connecting the coin to a specific minting location and giving context to its production. Circulated condition often reveals tiny layers of patina, giving the coin a richer and more textured appearance than a freshly minted one. Collectors often find circulated coins comforting because they show real life, real touch, and real stories. This presidential dollar is no exception. Though not pristine, the coin's presence feels strong, grounded, and historically meaningful. Every worn detail still speaks. The presidential years stamped on the coin remind viewers of leadership, decisions, and pivotal moments that shaped a young nation. The overall appearance, aged, worn, but full of character, creates a timelessness that makes the coin interesting both visually and historically. Each side of the coin carries symbolism and connection to the past, making it more than just currency. It's a miniature monument. As you turn the coin in your hand or under the camera, different shades appear, from bright highlights to darker recesses, giving the piece depth and personality. This circulated presidential dollar stands as a testament to artistic design, national remembrance, and the enduring spirit of American history reflected through coinage. Thank you for watching this exploration of the President $1 coin honoring the years 1829 to 1837, complete with a D mint mark and the rich, lived-in look of circulated condition. Next up, the President $1 coin honoring the years 1837 to 1841, complete with a clear D mint mark and showing all the rich toning and character that comes with circulated condition. This coin carries history, symbolism, and personality in every worn detail. Welcome as we take a deep dive into its design, history, textures, and the story it tells through its metal. Whether you're a collector, a history fan, or simply curious about older presidential dollar coins, this coin offers plenty to appreciate. Welcome to a journey through time as we look not only at the coin itself but also at the era it represents, years that played a crucial role in shaping early American identity. Even though this coin is from a modern commemorative program, the legacy it honors goes back nearly 2 centuries. This President $1 coin features the portrait of the president who served from 1837 to 1841, and although circulation has softened some of the details, the essence of the portrait remains strong and recognizable. The obverse design reveals a face that reflects leadership and character, where marks are visible around the hair, the cheek, and the forehead, giving the portrait a smooth and aged texture that only real circulation can create. Above the portrait, the inscriptions marking the president's name are still visible, though softened by handling. These words remind viewers of who this coin commemorates. Below the portrait you'll find the date range 1837 to 1841, representing the president's full term. The digits may have lost some sharpness, but they remain clear enough to connect the coin with its historical time frame. On the side of the portrait or beneath it lies the D mint mark, indicating the coin was produced at the Denver Mint. Even after years of wear, the mint mark still stands out as a valuable identifying feature. The circulated color of the coin showcases its natural patina, combining darker areas around the recessed parts with lighter, polished tones where years of handling have smoothed the metal. This aged appearance gives the coin a warm, historical look. Instead of bright shine, the coin displays a comfortable, lived-in glow that collectors often appreciate. The reverse of the coin typically features symbolic American imagery, an eagle, shield, or theme related to the presidency, depending on the specific design. Even though some fine detail has been lost, the reverse still communicates a strong patriotic presence. Lettering around the reverse such as United States of America and $1 may appear rounded or softened, but they remain readable and maintain the authority of the design. Small circulation marks, tiny scratches, worn edges, and a few dents decorate the surface. These are not flaws but signs of the coin's long journey through time and touch. The edge of the coin, whether lettered or plain depending on the series, often shows smoother, flatter surfaces from constant contact with other coins. Turning the coin in the light reveals subtle color shifts, perhaps hints of coppery warmth, darker gray tones, and soft silver-like highlights that move across the worn metal. Each worn contour of the portrait shows how the highest relief areas faded first, giving the coin a rounded, gentle appearance. Even in circulated condition, the portrait maintains strong integrity, allowing viewers to still recognize the distinctive features of the president being honored. This coin serves as a miniature tribute to a pivotal 4-year presidential era marked by economic challenges and evolving national identity. While the coin itself is modern, the years it commemorates reflect an America early in its development, growing, shifting, and defining itself. The D mint mark remains an important part of the coin's story. It adds a level of specificity and authenticity to its origin within the U.S. minting system. The patina on this coin tells a visual story of time, with darker zones tucked into the deeper lines and lighter zones shining where the coin has been worn smooth. Handling the coin gives a sense of connection, not just to its modern creation, but to the centuries-old history it honors. Collectors often treasure circulated pieces for their real-world character. Unlike mint-state coins, circulated ones offer a more personal, human story. The reverse imagery continues to show strength and symbolism even though its crispness has softened with wear. Lettering along the edges of the reverse forms a ring of meaning, reminding viewers of the coin's role as both currency and commemorative artwork. Tiny marks on the surface form a unique fingerprint. No two circulated coins ever age in the exact same way. The naturally aged color gives the coin a vintage presence, making it appealing to collectors who enjoy pieces that feel seasoned and authentic. The presence of the mint mark, design details, inscriptions, and date range all work together to form a full story of production, purpose, and history. Turning the coin slowly reveals the smooth areas on the face and high points of the reverse, evidence of real circulation and use. The worn edges give the coin a softer silhouette, making it pleasant to view and hold even without sharp, modern lines. Every scratch, shine spot, and softened detail adds to the coin's narrative, a silent memory of decades of travel, touch, and exchange. The presidency of 1837 to 1841 was marked by important national developments, and this coin ensures that the legacy remains visible today. Even though this piece has been circulated, it still delivers the full experience of a presidential dollar: symbolism, history, and artistic design all in one. Thank you for joining this detailed look at the President $1 coin honoring 1837 to 1841, complete with its D-mint mark and rich circulated character. This coin may be worn, but it remains full of life, history, and collectible charm.